microphone on, and first waypoint, go. And good morning, everybody. My name is Osa. We are playing Farming Simulator 22 on Maypole Farm. It is September 1, Year 6, midday. Close enough. And, geez, that's a lot of dust. I am learning how to use CoursePlay. My mouse is misbehaving a little. Okay, that seems better. And so we have rolling here, we have seeding over there, and I need to get back to something that I've done a lot of in the off time, which is right about here. Well, that's a cool camera angle. I need to turn this on. Lower that, turn it on, and I will adjust the camera angle. I am way off angle here. And we are foraging. This is the second of the 2 cornfields that I needed to do. And so I am just going to forage this out. It's taken about 2 hours to do this, and then a further hour to compact what's currently in the silage clamp. As we tried at the end of last week, I completely failed to be able to mow corn, so that is not a thing. So I don't know how you make maize silage. Actually, I do know how to make maize silage bales, and that would be to use the Govil stationary baler, where I can just turn up, tip this in the back, and just let it all bale up in the maker. I guess it's not something we are going to do this series, but it's something I might look at doing next. Because I do plan to be doing a fair amount of foraging. Probably won't be using mowers quite so much for it. So when we make whole crop silage, we will be using a forage harvester. When we do maize silage, we will be using a forage harvester. Because obviously we have to use a forage harvester for maize silage, and therefore I'm not using something this small. Let's try lift that up. Oh, that does let me go a little bit faster. It looks like I do actually have this tractor set up with a CoursePlay course, so we will clear that. Gonna finish this off manually. So basically I've got this small piece of foraging to do, and I think CoursePlay said it's gonna take me about 10 minutes, which is fine. I'm using the sugar beet high tip trailer. And in order to put forage in this trailer, I have had to turn off the weight it limits. Unfortunately, this trailer will only hold 12,500 litres of maize before it's too heavy. And there's a lot of invisible corn around here. And I've actually seen a farmer doing this in real life. He had a trailed forager Don't know if I've got an example of one in the store. Obviously not here. That's a weeder. That is a weeder. That's a big cedar, which would have been nice. Forage headers. I do not have one added to the save, but it's basically something that hitches behind the tractor and only does maize silage or maize foraging, I think. And he threw it in the back, and then truck comes up, he high tips into the back of the truck, and truck goes off to dump into the silage bunker while he continued silaging. Now, which side of the tip is that side? So I kind of want to be on this side because this is practically full now. But yes, I've got the realistic weight or the fill limit turned off for this process, which again is another reason why I'm doing this manually. But still, this trailer can take full amount. I'm using the smaller of our trailers because we just don't have a big tractor available. Obviously, we have to run the silage off of the John Deere because it's the only one big enough. I've currently got the new blue tractor. What is it? New Holland, running the seeder, because since it's September I can seed a lot of fields, so we are taking advantage of that opportunity. Actually, I may need to pull forward a little, and this does work off the side panel controller. Sometimes it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Maybe not. Alrighty, let's jump back into the Axion. Oops. And try and sidle even closer. This does work. I have done it a number of times. There we go. So full dump there. At least as much as I can. That is now full, and we did miss. Not going to worry too much about that. Let's continue going. So to shovel that off the ground, I'd have to bring the telehandler out of here, or actually we do have loader arms for the Axion. I don't have a bucket for it, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. We are bearing down on 2 million litres just off the 2 fields that we've harvested. So it's really not, it's not a huge loss. Huh?
I'm hurting.
Okay, me too.
I'm young.
I'm not.
I want a hug.
Okay. So I'm going to have to run the Axion back to the farm. I've already repaired the John Deere twice doing this job. Once before we started, and then once just a short while ago because it was down below 70% again. And then I spent an hour and a half compacting the silage. And this is quite a tricky thing. And I'm using the smaller of these two carts because I was looking at them earlier. It's sugarcane technology. So there's two of them. Oh, yeah, this is the small one I got. I changed the colour on it. And it has a 20,000 litre capacity. And I can't remember what the tonnage was. This is 28,000 litres and a lower tonnage. And we'll look at that. As soon as we finish this job, I'll turn the fill limiter back on the wrong way. So actually that's quite a sizable chunk of maize silage or maize stuff on the ground. But anyway. Actually there was another thought I had here. So these two fields are... oh no, they're not. There's that big pile of trees there. If I chop down those trees, I could expand the top field into the bottom field. Unfortunately, field 40 is partially in the way. But I could take out that hedge along the bottom and then plough these two fields together. It would save the drive a little, but even then, there's a lot of other prep I would have to do. But, you know, I have an opportunity. Both these fields need to be ploughed. And I don't have a plough. So we're either going to have to lease one or buy one. Which is another job. Well, could be another job for the John Deere. I could get a smaller plough and just set one of the smaller tractors off with it. Rolling is going well. Seeding is also going well. The seeder has 85% load, so that's good. The canola fields did germinate, and so I have gone over them with a hoe rather than spray them. I've also fertilized them, so they're all at 100%. Oh, now one of the nice things about this tipper is you can unfold it, which raises it a bit, which may just make it easier to tip into the bunker. And we have to control I to tip on this one. Looks like I just managed to get myself grounded because I unfortunately with the weight on the ground this doesn't behave itself very well, and we can fold the trailer back down and it will lower back onto its axles and all be good. Now, the other thing I have found, I can't shovel maize silage into the silage bunker. I have to tip it. So this field is fully dealt with weeds, The expected yield is 89%. Nitrogen is bad. I have not sprayed these fields yet, so I need to come out here and spray those fields. But it's no big hurry. And since I've currently got the Fendt rolling after I've planted, I've got the New Holland planting, I don't really need to... I don't have a spare tractor. I'm actually glad I bought the New Holland. It has allowed us to progress very, very quickly in the late stages of this farm. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but it is missing chunks on the fields. Anyway, that's... Oh, this tractor needs maintenance as well, because it's at 22 hours. And Taylor, good morning. Welcome to Saturday. Yes. I think, yeah, this is the turn. So, how you been doing? Not seen you around in a while. Just going off mic for a couple of minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I did notice kind of what I did wrong. It's as this is tipping, there is a very small gap at the top of the arc where it misses, and that's about 400 litres of maize silage on the floor there. As I said, it's not really a big deal when you consider we got about 20,000 in the back of this cart and about 20,000 in the back of the other one, and we missed 400. So, yeah, okay. I think we now have the capacity to finish this completely. I don't think it'll pick up what's on the ground. If I had a pickup head, I could pick it up, but then I still need a chopper. So that's not a thing. Kind of, well, I mean, technically, I do have the time to chop all those trees down, chop the fence down, and then just plough these two fields and join them together. which would then, oh, something's blocked. That's annoying. Let's go check on the dudes. You do not appear to be blocked. You, however, are blocked by a fence, but for the most part this is good. I will turn that off and back you up. I don't have a weight for this yet. Turn that off for now. We'll go back to the John Deere, we'll finish off the harvesting and transfer everything back to the yard. I think I will keep the forage equipment at the cow shed or cow yard just because it's where we're going to be. Yeah, it's not a general harvest thing. So that is all done. We can turn that off, which happens to raise it. Raise that. Gives us more clearance. Fold in the pipe. Fold up the front thing. That works nicely. And I think we'll just follow the axiom with this. Arian even. And I keep going the wrong way with that. Okay, we'll trundle these back to the yard. And once they're empty, I'll be able to put the fill limiter back on and demonstrate the issues we have with the sugarcane carts. I'm fairly certain sugarcane probably doesn't have the weight per volume that corn silage does. Next farm I will be getting at least a small forage harvester that can run a larger header, and we'll be tracking it with a tractor and forage cart. I'm still learning how CoursePlay works, and I don't know, I think there's an auto drive network for this map. There isn't an auto drive network for the next map we're moving to, so I would have to take the time to set that up myself, and I really don't know what I'm doing, so I would have to learn as I go. So anyway, the plan for our fields, we have the sorghum field and the two fields closest to the cow farm. I'm gonna be planting corn in those, so that's not happening till spring. The two corn fields, probably gonna put sorghum in those because that's just a generally good idea. And this is going to mess me up, you. I realised just as I stopped opposite the yard entrance that that car was just going to block my way in. Okay, you stop there. You are hosed. Send the worker home. Get off the Audi. And the tip side is on the left, so I guess we're going to take this round. Whee! Alright, back to the class. Nope. Keep doing that. Okay, unfold the tipper. tight. Well, actually, I can probably tip on that side. So let's see how generally straight. I can't get it. Ah, dude. Okay, that actually looks like it might tip where I need it to go, approximately. Yay. Somewhat close enough, and that will empty the rest of it. So actually being able to lift the trailer or the tipper body off the chassis works out quite nicely for us there. Again, turn us over here. We will. And this trailer does not work with a worker, just to let you know. At least not for this job. The issue is that once you start backing up, for some reason the worker can't control where the trailer goes. So the trailer tends to jackknife, and then the worker just ends up reversing forever. So this isn't a very practical one-man operation thing. That said, and also I don't think forage harvesters have a hook that allows you to tow one of these. They do have hooks on the back of themselves so you can haul multiple. But I think we did it in Farm Sim 17 where we had one of these on the back, but Farm Sim 19 and 21, the tow hitch on the back of this does not fit a forage harvester, so that's